Doing one of our first VOD reviews on the channel. Hopefully we can get more in the future. Let me know what you think of this setup that we're going to try out right now. So a Pigeon Cup sent me a match they would like me to VOD review. It's pretty high elo, 2400 elo, 2300 elo. And they got the W. He got a lot of kills. He did really good. Looks like he was against Pinzo Dunzo. So that's actually gonna be a good overall game. And Crashy, Squid, and Walla. Trying to just see these names. Mercy's good. Little Sticks, I've seen the name. Don't recall him. Like he's definitely an opponent. That's all I know from that. So looking at the teams, it's a pretty fair, good team that we'll take a look at now. So let's take a check on the actual match, and we'll start up the VOD review on this bad boy. So disclaimer: first time VOD reviewer type person. I feel like I'm good at the game. I'm okay. That's not the replay number. Is that the replay number he sent me? All right, here we go. You cannot watch while in party. It doesn't even look like I'm in a party, but okay. Sounds good. Game, I will leave the party. I was in a party apparently, even though it wasn't. All right, so let's get this going. So, like I said, I like to say I'm a good player, but that's about it from that point. So we'll take a look and see what we can get here. So Pigeon Cup's a Gadget. Let's discuss how a Gadget's gonna work, right? Gadget, you're gonna play passive until late game. If you can get some kills, it's fine. That's nice, right? But your entire goal is farm into becoming a mid lane monster. And right here, we have her against a Belica. So relatively passive lane between them. What Belica can do is she'll be able to clear faster with her RMB and then probably try to RMB punish at the same time. Now, what I would say is what Gadget should do here is, so let's keep a notepad that I could kind of like keep notes on, right? Because we want to share this type of information. So we're going to say should watch jungle for award. Right?
Minions
left or right side. Pref left is what I like to say. Alright. So he's kind of sitting here. There's nothing much going on. Because what does that get you? If you're sitting on left jungle, for example, you can look through the ghost wall and see if he's doing the same thing. Which, I mean, this is, you know, if you want to try and poke him and before and whatnot, it's just to get vision. Also, to find out, like, who is a jungler. Maybe you don't know that whoever's a jungler. So let's see what Gadget's gonna do here. Focus on farm. She started her RMB. Now, Pigeon hasn't used you want to contest the farm evenly. Okay, so he's looking for a poke. I wouldn't do that. I would personally say focus on farm, start RMB. Alright? I'll share the notes as we go. So he's gonna look and try and contest this ward placement here. People do that, but I wouldn't do that. He's gonna look at, he's probably gonna miss some farm. Yeah, so he missed one farm. We got that one though. So I don't think you hear the gold in this one. I just wouldn't really do that. It's more so you get the time to place a ward over there or what. Looks like a ward was placed initially though earlier. I didn't see him do a ward. Sarah's going for a really early gank. Really interesting. Like right now, you're not going to really secure anything. You can put pressure on Belica, but what's your possible kill potential? I would say just focus strictly on the farm early game. Like, you know, that's what it's about. Farm and then paying attention. So, man, I hate this camera angle on the map. Because it's like, technically this is what you're looking at, this. We got a fight here early is kind of wild. So far, pretty interesting fight start off there, but all in all, I would like to see the Gadget focus strictly on the farm, if I could say. You know, let's see if Belica's gonna keep pressure here. So she's gonna start it off with an R&B. She wants to keep pressure. Gadget's gonna keep. Look how Gadget's running out of mana right now. You're running out of mana pretty fast. The goal though with Gadget is some people say they like to go for 1050 gold. I like to go for 700 or 1050. It kind of depends on what's going on. He was able to get the river buff non-contested. You know, that's fine. Gadget has the slowest river buff clear in the game until you basically are able to hit it. It takes a while. I think you need like an item and a half, honestly. You can use your R&B, but you're gonna waste mana. You know, there's stuff like that. She's on the slower side on the first and second river buff clear, which is gonna put a lot of threat onto you. So see, she's gonna be a little slow in terms of clearing this guy. That's fine. Nothing. He's not contesting anything, but it looks like he's gonna be. So Belica's gonna come back with more items, which is gonna. It's just theoretically gonna make him stronger, right? Until Gadget goes back and then he gets more items. I don't know if I can see. So he has 1200 gold. So right now he's missing on stacks of Alchemical Rod. So Alchemical Rod, every CS you get a stack, right? Right now he's missing out on stacks at 1300. You see the point that I'm trying to make? Every single second counts when it comes to equal gameplay, you know, equal MMR, high MMR, all that stuff. Each second counts. I just missed the prime off of 0.1 second smite, just missing the dodge to prevent them from smiting, to prevent them from stealing it, and we missed it by point, like this close, possibly because our phase went to go and collect river buff, which took about 3 seconds, right? So I would say start off a Gadget, R&B, focus on clear. Then you want to level up your Q, max out your Q first. So here we're going to see a little bit of roam. Seraph is getting a little bit weird. Right here, I just say forget them. I would say just keep staying mid. I know I have vision now, so I'm going to be a little bit, you know, biased, per se. But just stay in it. That's a good Q contest. If you find yourself like equally meeting up with them in farm and push, then you can start throwing your Q. But since that Belica is R&Bing a lot, you don't want to do that. You want to focus whatever you can to match your enemy's right click. If you can, even beat them, so that way you can look into getting a roam. Against the Belica, she should not be making you roam. If Belica's letting you roam, then you should you won mid lane. There's nothing. She should not be doing that. Like, I wouldn't literally even look at being aggressive or nothing. Literally just trade farm. Yeah, Ray, we're doing a VOD review. Gonna be a YouTube video as well. Just off of what this is from a Pigeon Cup that we're just taking a look at. Share some opinions, share some things. Belica's a little interesting right here. She got level 6. She's gonna put some pressure. Now she's gonna be dominant. So one other thing, you could probably look at, if you're against the Belica, you could look at honestly not even building Alchemical Rod, because since she's gonna do more damage to you because you're gonna have more mana, right? But that's not gonna be it's dependent, because right, if you play a Gadget safe in a way, then you're fine. Looks like they might get some pressure right here. Let's see if we get some gank from the crunch. Yeah, not much going on there. I would have said that if Gadget should have moved up forward and probably got an E on the Belica when that was coming up, I would have W keyed personally when I saw the crunch was there. So like in a situation like that, maybe forget about the farm and then get aggressive, because all you gotta do is get your E behind her, because when she's gonna use her Q, either the crunch gets queued or you get queued. If you get queued, then crunch gets the freest knock up in the world. If crunch gets queued, then you get the freest E to put behind them and then ruin their play, right? Because they're using their Q to try to make a gap close. So she's looking at doing a roam. This is a good roam. Minions are. She got a good clear and she's looking at roam. Very good roam. Let's see what we can get here. Nice. She has a black buff. Okay, so they were losing this roam. I would have honestly probably went a little more aggro on that, especially after seeing that Seraph. So going aggro with the Gadget E. But not much, you know, overall that can be done. You had your duo. Yeah, you had your duo die. So I mean. Okay. She's gonna walk that way. The only con though when it comes into watching the replays is not knowing the timers correctly, unless they fix that. Because sometimes the timers are off, especially Fang and Prime. And same with the kills. But usually it tends to happen when you try to skip stuff and jump and all that. So like I said, honestly, we got how much farm does she have? 60 farm. Let's take a look at the farm overall. 68 to 8. Not bad in terms of CS per minute's pretty fine. You know, she missed a lot of free farm though, just from some interesting roam, like not roams, but trying to poke, not trying to keep pressure. See, like, yeah, doing a Q when lane's matched up, totally fine. I'd say that, you know, especially now she's getting, what's she building? So, okay, Azure Core, do not build Azure Core first. Azure Core, never build first. Never build first. You honestly don't even look at finishing it, and at this point, 3rd or 4th item, since they removed the ability haste. No reason to full build it. You get the same exact benefit, right? Going regular alchemical rod, and you get better build paths overall. Like, it's not worth it. Just get alchemical rod and scale alchemical rod throughout. You'll be fine, you'll be happy, everything will match well at that point. Like what, you're missing, I think you're missing like 40 magic power, but that 40 magic power will come from another item that you can buy. So you were seeing some pressure. Like, right now, if I saw Seraph like this, I'd be looking at trying to get something here. Seeing Seraph right there, yeah, right now, right, especially, Seraph's kind of backing off. I'd be, like, pinging right now. I would be, like, pinging Belica. Now I'd be going in. I'd be going, she's not. Even with the steal, I'd be going in. So he's very passive. Throw a right click. Like, I don't know if an E would have been used there. A little bit of an int there. Watch your jungler. That's like a map. She probably wasn't watching the map well, because I would have. You want to watch the map and see where your jungler is at all times. Little peaks. Every you know 10 seconds. Definitely take a look at it. Who got the Fang? They got the Fang. Such a confusing layout. I wish I could turn this map around. Go back to Gadget. He has no mana. Why are you here?
Allied tower under attack.
But yeah, 1300. So Azure Core built first, which was the biggest mistake. Looks like she got Wizard Crest, so probably gonna go either Soul Bear or the other one. Potent Staff, what's this one? Is this gonna be Oblivion Crown? Is it gonna be Time Warp? We shall see. Most likely Time Warp. I would not build Azure Core first. No. Not worth it. Okay. I would WQ my acid to this, honestly. Oh, so we're getting a little bit of room here. No, I would back off. I wouldn't really even look into helping. Okay, this type of rotation isn't good. I wouldn't back up that way. Good, they got it. But the crunch died, right? Yeah. That placement was a little bit weird on why he went back towards red. Luckily no one came, but I wouldn't do that. I'd constantly look at moving back to where I came from, you know. I would push this. She already ulted. Like in a situation like this, I would use ult just to clear into wave to either get tower faster, or I would be like whenever you're in this type. If you kill a mid laner without ultimate, or you see the mid laner is right or left lane, use your ultimate, clear it out real fast, and then just push straight in the tower. Good. That was a really good blink. Seraph's there though. But honestly, I would tell the Seraph to get the fuck, yeah, get out, because that was not, yeah. Seeing those three, that aggro and everything, I would not want to fight that. I would, if I see her, I might try to throw a little bit of abilities, but I'm not going in to help her. Not gonna look at landing an E. That's unless it's a passive E, a passive like stay back, instead of looking for an engage. Seraph fighting the Belica is kind of funny.
An allied tower's destroyed.
Okay, so they backed off that.
Fight on, I'll be back soon.
Alright, I didn't see really a reason to do that, but that's okay. She got a lot of mana. Better safe than sorry, right? Happened to me earlier today, got fucking jumped on by... It was a rampage rock though, so it didn't really matter. So they're going for river buff. Yeah, right click on the river buff helps you stack faster. You can even use your right click on river buff on top of the ledge to check for it, to make sure it's safe to go in. You know, it's not too much mana, especially when you get Azure Core and all, or Alchemical. It's not too much mana to waste to make sure that you don't die. Granted, I mean, river buff is never worth dying. If you feel like you're scared and you don't want to waste anything, that's fine, dude. It's 2 CS and mana. You can go back, clear your lane, go back, lose 1 CS, but you have full mana. With no gamble. Oh, here's its engage. Nice, good play. This will be a tough one. Yeah, good. That was a good play to try and escape. Does Belica not have ultimate? No, she doesn't. Unless it's bugged. But it doesn't look like she does. What are these 10 and 8s? 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 9, 9, 7, 8, 8. I wonder what that stuff is. So that's good. A little bit of a reset. She should have a comeback. Lane at tower. I personally do want to find out what times the... At what times all that stuff, the cannon minions and all that come in. I want to find a timer and like find the perfect timing of whenever cannon minions come in. Because even I don't know that, and it's super useful because that helps you at roams and knowing when to back. So here I'd hard push this. Yep, right click. See, like right here, I would look at putting something in front. That's what I would do. If I was here, I know she's gonna come back from there. I'd look at doing a right click. I wouldn't like look at engaging just to poke her, cause yeah, like see that steal all that came there. You know, I wouldn't do that because of course I'm not gonna be aggressive. I'm not gonna gain anything from it. I'm not gonna look to get a kill. I'm just gonna look at putting pressure on her. Here we go. Sarah's going in really hard. A lot of damage output. Oh. Well then, Sarah kind of hinted that, no lie. If depending on how my mindset was this game, the closest thing I would have done was looking at seeing the Seraph come in. I would have went in the tower and just throw the ult down, try to hit an R&B or whatnot. Your R&B goes through that tower, you know. So if you aim it through it, it'll go through it, and then if you right click again, this is something people don't know that I forget to tell people. But Gadget R&B, you control when it drops. Either you look, let's see what this happens. Yeah, I would just clear here. I back off this. I would just back off this. You're not gonna gain anything after this. Just back off. Go back. Looking at resetting your lane. Here, yeah, there. I would have done the same thing right there. That was good. Seeing the Murdoch, I didn't see his position completely, 100%. But if I saw that Murdoch and I saw we could have squeezed, then maybe I would have went in. But no, she did that well. I would have definitely looked into doing this almost exactly the same thing.
Yeah, back to the garage.
Alright, Sarah looks like she's getting some invade pressure. This is the only con, is that, what was the Gadget's mana? Sarah can get pinched right here, technically speaking. So if you see a jungler there, you should try to stay for your jungler if she is invading, to provide some sort of pressure or to give some prio, you know. Luckily nothing happened there. Right here I'd punish this. Yeah, I would be going in right now. I'd be going in. Without even seeing Sarah, I would be going in right now. I would 100% punish that. No minions, trying to trade. Dodge the Q, free damage on her. So like in a situation like that, when there's basically 0 minions, I would say look into trades 100%. Right? Yeah, Grux, I'd punish him too. I trade tower hits. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Does she have ultimate? She does. Oh my lord. Yep, ult. Okay, yeah, there we go. Good trade. The worry is that you stayed very long mid lane, right? So in a situation like that, you stayed very long mid. Using your flash to go in for a kill can be very risky, because once again, keep your ganks and your pressure up to like 3 seconds. Don't stay and provide too much for pressure for too long, because that you're allowing the enemy to come to you. You're giving them a, oh, he's still there, I'm gonna go to him sort of thing, right? the longer you're there, what is it? The find out, fuck around chart is perfect for that. The more you wanna find out, the increase of fucking around or fucking around, finding out. Yeah, if you fuck around more, you're gonna find out, right? An equal amount.
Ride this on.
Yep. Focus here. I'll be fine. Let's focus on the wave here. So, you know, once again, Gadget level of punishment in terms of roam is very tough to do until around this point. Once she gets her second or third item, she's going to be able to farm well. So she did go Mega Cosm. Mega Cosm is definitely good, strong damage, right? But I will say I've been following Time Warp, where I personally would go Time Warp second item. I would go a Chemical Rod, Time Warp, and then go into Mega Cosm. Time Warp gives you ability haste plus skill ability haste by the 1 second, and it would allow you technically to do more damage during that time frame that Mega Cosm dots would do. And you're not at the point to do damage yet for it to be worth getting Mega Cosm. Mega Cosm third item, now we're talking about damage. Mega Cosm second item, you're still not there yet. You haven't scaled well yet, you know? Alright, pushing this. I don't know anything about river buffs, if they're up or anything. I'm not trusting the map right now. So I would definitely say, you know, try to focus on river. Yep, okay, good. Both of them she can get. So I would throw, like right now I'd throw my right R&B. I throw my R&B, yep, there. So, okay, she had vision of him initially. He might have saw the attack animation, like it can happen sometimes. But I'll try to throw my R&B to check for invulnerability, right? And to get like the first hit more with my R&Bs to last a while. Good engage. Like here, I'd be looking at my map. I would have been a little bit interesting of an ult right there. Remember, you can use your ult to zone. You know, if you know that their only escape is here, you just put your ult down. You put your ult down on the lane, like where she's standing, and then they have no escape. And then your team is just gonna output damage and they can't escape. And you can also put the damage on top. There's not much you can do. Grux is your like counter if you don't have your E and if you dodge it. That man will just W key any mid laner. Even Gideon in the portal. He's a, you know, with Bonesaw, he just gets to run you down. Let's go back. We have to wait 25 seconds. We'll skip a little faster. Also, I try to say, try not to do any stuff that's going to risk you dying when you have objectives up. You know, if you see an objective up or the timer's coming up, stay alive. It's worth you staying alive and then grouping up and seeing if you could take someone out who doesn't recognize that, you know? Alright. Go back to Gadget. So Gadget's looking at doing a clear mid. I wouldn't personally look at it. I'd be running straight to Fang. I wouldn't even bother with a clear mid. 5 CS for a chance at Fang, which is going to give you a free item, especially level 3 Fang. Because I haven't took it yet, right? Yeah, I took it yet. So there's two things here that I could have looked at doing. I would have kept chasing. She's very passive. So I would say get a little aggro. And I would have looked at even coming into pit and throwing the ultimate over the wall. And you would block off their exit. You know? Or they'll be in there and you just get to melt them. You microwave them. Alright. This is kind of a team issue thing right now. But I would say they got the Belica. But just, I would say just freaking get Fang. Focus Fang. Fang priority. Especially level 3 Fang. That's huge. You know, it's a free item. You're saving 3,000 gold in essence by getting level 3 Fang. And you get gold from taking it. Yeah, so this is good. She knows she's pretty safe. I'll be doing the same thing right here. R&B pressure. Oopsies. Oh, what happened? Okay.
Allied tower under attack.
All right, time to head back.
So she beat, bit of
Allied
time warp.
towers
So like I said,
destroyed.
oh, and then an Oblivion Crown next item. Oblivion Crown is a tough item to build, where I personally would try to avoid it. But if you're absolutely dominating game, then I'd look into getting Oblivion Crown. Like if you can get farm really fast. But like if you can build, there's a few items. You know what? Wraith leggings being huge. Huge damage, gives you movement speed, gives you penetration, it gives you everything. Super important, super nice to have, you know, instead of Oblivion Crown, for example. I can't open inventory or anything here, right? Yeah. So I'll be taking a look. So once again, we can't technically see a blue team. I wish there was a way to disable Fog of War. Can you? No. So you can't. A lot of pressure here. Sarah throwing a lot of pressure. Yeah, I would look at clearing this up. What the heck is going on here? I would just Q spam. I try to throw an E to prevent Belica and Grux from coming in a way. And then, alright, a little bit. I don't want to really throw an ult there. This is just kind of a weird fight. This is kind of like a weird int fight. Yeah, I don't know what this fight was.
Allied towers destroyed.
She tried to do some stuff and she didn't lose much damage, which is fine. But that was a weird fight by the team. Your ult gives magical shred, but I don't know if I'd waste it on like on the steel specifically for that, or the enemy steel, I should say. That was just a weird fight. Their Seraph is very weird in her aggression. Okay, so yeah, keep farming. There's not much like craziness going on where like she has to control other people's waves. Even her team is doing a pretty good job with wave management. Let's take a look at the farm. Yeah, Jub's doing good. She's doing good farming. In general, there's not so much like very picky wave management going. You want to keep wave efficiency, right? If I see left lane is being taken, I'll go left lane. If my left lane is dead, I'll go left lane, and then my left lane will go mid lane. That way I can get the farm and clear up, and then he'll get the new farm that comes up. So you want that lane efficiency. But there's not much I can really see going on here, and it's just tough with the map to shape this direction. So yeah, right now I would want to keep constant pressure, right? Because now as you're gonna have objectives being very, very valuable. It seems they didn't get a third Fang, which is really weird. They had so many chances to get third Fang for free. Alright, Murdoch is getting low. Grux looks like he's going back in. Right now I'd be looking right here. I throw ult here. I throw ult, yeah. I throw ult because I want to provide like a sense of peel and zoning. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I would have ulted there, especially seeing that Grux throw his entire kit into it, because you want to peel if you're ADC. And you'll get shred. You'll get massive shred. Right now, enemy team, man, I'd be hunting down Prime right now. I'd be like, Prime. Everyone's basically centered. Everyone's shifted. But everyone was in the center, and we could have got Prime. And look at the cooldown. Look at the death timers. So.
Allied inhibitors under
This on.
Yep, this is good. This is good. Forcing a lot of prio. I'd back off before that, though. Let's see, she's gonna get punished. Luckily, she has a tower there getting damaged, so she won't get punished.
An allied inhibitor is under attack.
It turns out Gadget's being played here. I'm saying it's pretty good. Only issues I overall have is the build and the level of focus early. Focusing on your farm early. I should skip this. Let's try to make it. Alright, so they're gonna go for primal. A lot of primal pressure now. If I have vision on Decker and Drongo right now, man, I'd be going so aggro right now. Oh wow, okay, they're gonna do this to the full squad. I would not be doing this. With a full squad up, I would not be doing primal. That motherfucker does so much damage. Alright, ult there. The ult's iffy, but this is not something I would take. I would look at trying to zone out. A little bit of madness overall right now. So they got it. What the hell? Nice, so he's got a lot of pressure. That was a very weird take. So he's the last one alive right now. Oh my god, is he gonna get eaten? I just leave, man. I just leave. You're risking it for nothing. You're risking it for nothing. I would have left even with Decker and Belica. I would have left. Well, he got Prio. His team should have done Prime. They were clearing camps. Yeah, no, Prime should have been done. A lot of things should have been done. It's a jungle. The jungle's job is to do that. You as a mid laner can try and ping, man, but it's a jungler's smite that you count on. I mean, at least they survived off of it, but man, that was a very scary fight. That was almost completely useless. Pigeon's killing it with the kills, 253 farm-wise. So he got Oblivion Crown, looks so now he's gonna look for doing Wraith Leggings. That's like I said, it's good to go Oblivion Crown, but he is fed, so it makes sense, you know, to go for a rush onto it, but Wraith Leggings, man, that damage stacks really hard. What the hell's going on here? Whoops. Alright. Alright, now I'd be zoning out the Drongo. I would have ulted to zone out the Drongo. Did she have ult? Oh, they lost that. Right there, I would have ulted to zone off the Drongo. But this was also a very weird fight. Alright, you still have Prime up.
Have a hat.
I'll be putting Prio here. Yeah, so keep pushing this, and maybe you can look into getting some Prio. Man, everyone should just be mid and just take out the inhib, dude. These guys are not grouping up properly. I would not be pushed up right now as Gadget. I'd be backed off. I don't want to push up that far. I want to stay with my team. I want to try and look at either trying to get a pick right now, or and then looking to get orb. That's the entire goal right now. Alright, there we go. This is good. Nice. Worthwhile ultimate. The problem is that Gadget doesn't really have any people to stack her ultimate with. Like, if an enemy has a Richter, you wait for the Richter ult, and you put your ult on top of the Richter. Even their team comp, they don't have much that they can put your ult on and get like a ton of output damage on it. So they're just gonna push it up. Oh, to me. So yeah, right now I'd be pushing mid lane. I wouldn't worry about right. I would just keep Prio into mid and right push. Mid and right push. You want both those lanes. Yep, this is good. No one's helping the Murdoch in terms of keeping pressure, but hey, they're eating it. Do you have ultimate? No. Oh, he ate that up. Low key, I might have looked at just ulting that Belica and killing that Belica and walking away. Because once again, right, I told you, 3 seconds. You want to try to keep your factor of 3 seconds. If you're pushed up, if you're in their zone, remember just the 3 seconds. It doesn't have to be 3 seconds, but just every 3 seconds, think in your head, should I be here? Should I be here? Should I be here? Every 3 seconds. If you're there and it's fine, and you're not seeing anyone on the map, you know, and all that stuff, get out. Watch out for respawns. Time goes a lot faster when you're not paying attention. It goes a lot faster, right? So do they steal here and then they win? Does a weird fight happen? Steel's gonna cook. Oh my god. How do they win this? They have 3 minutes. Do they get aced here? Or do they get backdoored? Should I be here? Should I be here? Get out of here, Sasha. You know the stream is fantastic. So right now, keep Prime. They haven't even gotten Prime yet, man. No one wants Prime. Why? What the heck is going on here, dude? Is Belica inting? Belica inted. She didn't focus on the 3 seconds. Hey, Jamie, appreciate the follow. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Doing a VOD review. Alright. So now the enemies are doing, this is how they win. Enemies are doing primal, which isn't a bad idea, seeing that orange team was on the right side, I guess, you know, the other side, but they're not. Look, it's only, what is this? They're just gonna throw. What is this throw? They're just fighting in primal pit, man. They're still, you're down a person and you're okay. Alright, a little trade-off there, and that's it. That's how they won. So it was just, it was a mistake on their part. And they push up, a little bit of pressure here. Doesn't matter, really happens there. And they won the game. Whoops. Oh, and he died to, okay. Okay. What? Okay, interesting end to that. But I mean, yeah, I guess you played that pretty well. Like in terms of my opinion on like what I saw, it was played well. Focus on farm mostly. Don't look at wasting the mana too much on things that aren't gonna guarantee anything. If keeping your lane pushed guarantees that your laner isn't gonna roam. You poking them and possibly missing the Q, or not getting damage on them and then being out of mana, then you're not going to be able to punish properly by keeping them in lane, right? So that was the only thing I saw. Besides items, I would not build a Zor Core first. I'll go alchemical, then into time warp, then into mega cosm. Then I would check if they need any lifesteal. I mean, if they have too much lifesteal, then I'd look into getting tainted scepter, and then I'd look at, if they don't, then I'd look at getting personally Wraith leggings, then Oblivion Crown. But it is dependent. The situation. So it's a very situational game. Your team had some very weird rotations, and it's tough to deal with that with your team. Like, you can't control them physically. Push lane, make sure you get fed. Solo queue is solo, as in only you can carry this, right? But there was a lot of weird fights that game. But just looking at your general gameplay sense was fine. It was good. Some placements on the ult that could have been better, but heat of the moment type stuff, it's tough to target it 100%. But as Gadget, you're a zoning character. Use your RMB to prevent the enemy from coming in some certain path. Use your E to prevent them from coming in. Use your ultimate to stop them from coming somewhere. It doesn't have to be for kills. It's all about zoning. You're running away, throw your ult down and walk away. You want to push your tower really fast, throw your ult down. Clear the wave really fast, get the 300-400 gold tower, and then get out. You know, all that stuff is things you want to look at and consider. But you held down. Belica didn't, I think, only one potential roam, but that was kind of like objective wise. So good job holding down the Belica. but she did she roamed once early too, actually, I believe, right? But overall, it was pretty good. I don't know if I can see damage charts. Let me see the damage charts. I don't think so, right? Is it done? Yeah. Overall, I'd say it was fairly solid. Let's take open that, yeah. Farm per minute, 8 CS per minute is very good farm. I'll take that. 8 to 7.5 to 8 CS per minute is where I would say is a very good solid farm. ADC did really well. He helped you out there. Pinzo was definitely farming well too, but couldn't do much. Their ADC was farming well too. It was just very interesting fights on both sides, but overall I'd say it was good. So that's the end of my first VOD review. Let me know if there's something specific that I should talk about, things that you'd like to hear, opinions. Let me know in the comments, in the chat for my live stream. I'll take any information like that, that way they can be as good as it could possibly can, right? Maybe we can have this a weekly thing. It could be on stream. I'm just kind of feeling tired instead of wanting to actually play, but if you did enjoy, like I said, leave a like and comment and tell me some things that you liked, some things you didn't like, some things should be added. And if you did enjoy the content, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps me out and keeps you engaged as well. Other than that, take it easy. Peace.